Welcome to Fit to Be Real.
And a little extra.
I almost forgot how to say it.
Well, it's been a minute.
It's been 2 full weeks.
Which is the longest time that we've been away for a little bit.
And not told anyone about it. We ghosted you all.
Yeah. And Victoria she does not like ghosting.
I'm an anti-ghost.
I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that to everybody. I am embarrassed for you.
You didn't even know. I said, Carly, we didn't record this week. She went, oh my God.
Oh my God. I knew I had an extra hour on Tuesday.
Listen,
I didn't know why.
Here's what happened.
Explain.
We have a father and a mother. That's basically the gist.
And we work for them.
And we work for them. No, seriously. We came off the recital and we talked to you guys about it.
Yeah, we did.
Probably for a few weeks, maybe.
Yeah,
time is weird.
Yeah, time is weird.
And then our dad had a musical theater camp that sucked our lives
Yeah, we both
dry.
work there.
And then Carmela had a dance camp that also crushed our souls.
Yep.
And now this is the 1 week we have before another dance camp next week.
So for those of you that think that we just do one 30-minute class on a Tuesday, please think again. We work all day, every day, because we're
poor.
No. Hustlers, baby. Oh, God damn it. The complete opposite of what you were saying.
And poor. We're hustling poor. Carly, though, is leaving today for Vegas on her 1 week interim from camps.
Yes, I am. But it is for sad reasons. So sad. We are dropping Andrew off there for the summer. He's going to summer camp in Vegas.
And then Scotland.
And then
Scotland.
But don't you worry, all those people that watched our Chief Madonna podcast. There are cameras all over my house right now.
I don't think anyone was thinking about that.
Okay. It is the first thing when he was like, hey, listen, work's taking me away for 2.5 months. I was like, and cameras, please. So we spent a lot of time putting cameras all over my house. Just so you all know. Or else I wouldn't have been telling you that he's going away to begin with.
So what? You could watch yourself on your...
Not inside. Outside. I have many, many, many doors on my house. We put a camera on all the doors.
Wait, how'd you do that? Not inside. How did you do that?
It's all my special skills on my resume.
Play the rewind. Not inside. I can't even do it. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
so we are going to Vegas to leave him there, and pray for me, I'm flying home alone with the kids, which should be fine.
Oh my God, your kids are fine.
I know. You know what? Planes today, they're making me a little scared. Not gonna lie.
Oh, it's the planes. Yeah, your kids. Remember the last time you traveled, you didn't have the chargers for the iPad.
Oh my God, yeah, it was
with
the travel
Carmela.
day from hell. Yeah,
and the kids were fine.
I know, but it's planes. I think every day a new plane issue is happening. Every day you hear something new, and I don't know. I did ask somebody, is this new? Is this like trending? I know. Like, are we hearing about it more now because of social media? Or does this always happen and we just didn't know about it?
That's a good question.
And nobody can answer me.
That's a good question.
So
because who's going to admit that it's a reoccurring problem?
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that I do have a lockbox in my house with all the details of what to do with everything.
I'm busy.
That's that.
No, really, I'm busy.
Victoria will be holding down the fort at CFIT.
Yeah.
She says nobody will miss me. I agree because everybody has said they'll be fine.
I agree.
Literally, they shouted, we'll be fine without you. See you in a couple days.
Because now we're going to just do like a really good workout instead of a soul-crushing workout every single day of the goddamn week. Now we're just going to have like a really good workout every day.
So
there's a difference.
That's fantastic. And we are going to get into what we're talking about today, which has something to do with that. But I saw something on the Instagram that said, there's this guy that I follow in Arizona and he does dance fitness and he's really fun to watch. Not the best dancer, but he's a good teacher. Sometimes you don't have to be the best dancer to be a really good teacher.
Carly's proof of that.
Not raising my hand. But I know that was cringy. It's okay. I'm 39. And he said, he said, I want this to be the best part of your day. And I agree with that. I think have always felt that way, but maybe didn't say it in those words, that we wish,
You mean smoothly and articulately? No, not
or
at all.
like could have been explained in one sentence that
Yeah.
I'm doing a paragraph to do.
Yep.
We want your workouts at CFIT to be the best part of the day. That's something that you look forward to, whether or not it's hard or not. And you're like, man, I hate this class so much, but I'm going to go. When you get there, it's the most fun part of your
Prove
day.
it.
I tried last night and I could not prove it. Everybody hated me.
Because you don't think about the class.
Well,
You think about you.
I was cracking jokes like a mofo.
Prove it.
Nobody cared. Nobody was laughing at my jokes.
Wait, first of all, you said mofo.
I know, I'm 39.
Second of all,
I only have a couple more months to make that excuse.
fact.
Yeah.
6 more months to be exact.
Yeah.
What kind of jokes are we talking about? During kick hit in a
Yeah.
bar class. Kickboxing bar.
Yeah. Oh, man. I was making so many. I was saying no cap. I was saying sus.
Okay, how old were the people in class?
It was range of ages.
Okay. I'm Victoria.
Hey, guys. I'm Carly.
It's been a minute.
Anyway, we hope that you have the best part of your day at CFIT, and we are talking about working out today.
Yes, and they will this week.
Okay. We'll see.
Lots of rest. Yeah, we are talking about workout today for our fitness podcast that we have. We have 2 methods that are kind of obvious.
I think one is obvious, one is not as obvious.
One's more mental.
Yeah, I think we can just tell them.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
haven't
it's
really
not a
talked about.
secret.
Clearly, we haven't talked about this.
It's not a secret.
So we're gonna start with the 3 C's of fitness, or taking your fitness seriously, which are 2 very different things, I think.
Explain.
Well, you can be like, yeah, I work out. Yeah, I own a gym membership. Yeah, I, have my little key card at Planet Fitness on my key ring, but like
Right.
I've never gone. Like you're not into it, but you buy all the clothes. Like there's a serious aspect of your fitness journey, and then there's kind of like a lackadaisical or fair weather. When things
Yeah.
get hard, you bow out type of thing.
Yeah.
So the 3 C's, she's like, shut up and keep going.
No. I agree. I was thinking, honestly, if you want to know what I was thinking, I'm a fair weather sports fan. You said fair weather, and I immediately thought of sports because I'm so sporty. Sports.
Sports.
Okay, anyway.
That's true. That's true.
The 3 C's,
The
Carly,
3 Cs.
Carly, and Carmela.
Catastrophic. The first one, I cannot remember.
Okay, it is commitment.
Commitment. Oh, that's the second one. Oh, commitment's the first one.
Yeah.
It's commitment, consistency, and conscientiousness.
I tried to say conscientiousness in my head about 3 times before I said it out loud.
Was it a problem?
It was a problem. It's a really long word. Have you ever tried to spell it?
CONSCIENC
Nope.
IOUSNESS. It's conscience.
No, it's CONCIENT.
Oh, it's a T, not a C.
T. Okay.
It's conscience.
Ness.
Cool. We love a good sidetrack. So commitment seems pretty obvious, but it is. It is pretty obvious. You have to commit to yourself. So the way I liked this, it's kind of like a blog. It's not like a real article, but I like how she said it, where you sign up or you make an appointment for yourself, for the doctor, for the dentist, for a massage, even though that's a little bit more luxurious, for things that you have to do for yourself as humans, right? There are different doctor. Females have to go to the gynecologist. Like, there's things that you do, but you have to, speaking of, I have to make that appointment.
Okay.
You have to make those appointments, and you keep them. You keep them. Number one, because they're usually 6 to 8 months out these days. And so it's such a very important thing to keep, or else it's going to be another 6 to 8 months before you can do it. But the commitment to yourself is making the appointment to yourself for each one of your workouts. And you plan them, you schedule them, you write them down. You are, I think it's 50% or more likely to follow through if you write it down,
Yeah.
even in your scheduled stuff.
I need to do that. I need to write everything down, or else it's not.
But you don't do it.
I don't do it. I know.
Like, you need to start.
Like, I know mentally, if it is not written down on pen and paper, it's not going to happen. I won't do it. But I know that if I do it,
do
that it will get done. I just need to actually do it.
There's a lot of do's and do's it in there. I don't even know. But yes, write it down, schedule it. You write down your appointments, write down the time of the day, the workout, the class you're doing, and then the consistency is next, which is the follow through.
And I think this is just my opinion.
That's good, because that's what this podcast is.
This
is our opinion.
This is not scientific fact. This is just trial and error on my part, my entire life. When you are consistent, you cannot fail. Now, when you're consistently doing the correct things, when you are consistently eating burgers and ice cream every night, you are consistently doing that, and that's great. When you are consistently eating well and working out, you cannot fail. You will see progress, but it takes time.
I'm not consistent. I'm committed.
Yes.
But I'm not consistent.
Because life happens. And I understand that life happens, but you are consistent. What are you talking about?
You can't, whoa. First of all, you can't agree with me and then fully go against what you believe.
Because then I thought about it and I'm like, you are so consistent with your workouts every day.
Yeah, but I'm not consistent with my health journey.
You're like a, yeah.
I ebb and flow with the food aspect of it.
Yeah.
Or else I wouldn't have gained weight or I wouldn't have lost weight. Like, so pretty dramatically. And I was looking at our mother the other day.
Oh.
And that's 100% how she functions as well.
What do you mean?
She's very on it, or she's
very
off
of
it.
it. Yeah.
And specifically with food.
Uh-huh.
Not necessarily workouts. She never had to work out. She danced, which was very different path. Had we stayed in it, maybe that would have been our fitness, like, health journey.
Right.
Who knows? But,
Who
like,
knows?
we shifted there. But the food aspect, she's, like I said, 100% on or 100% off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very much that.
And our dad has an addictive personality. I think mom has an addictive personality too.
Yes.
And I have that from thank you guys. Thanks, mom. Thanks, dad. I'm a very addictive person. Thankfully, I am addicted to working out and eating healthy, but it can go the wrong way, which we've talked about, and I have done before. So the gifts that they give us just keep on giving, I feel like.
Yeah, we got some varicose veins coming at us too.
Thanks, Dad. Side of the family.
Yeah, it's a good pause. I like to pause at the apostrophe of possessiveness. That's good. But yeah, I think I don't know why I even had the thought. I don't even know why it came to me, but it was such a revelation of, like, yeah, there's a piece of this that is ingrained in my conditioning, but it's 100% on me to break it. And I'm ready to break it.
Yeah.
And I can talk about this until I'm blue in the face. It's up until consistency and action that I can prove it to myself and to everybody that I keep telling this to. But there's a piece of that made me feel a little bit better.
Oh, God, what?
No, that it's not like, why can you do it and I can't do it? We're related. We grew up the same. We have the same type of lifestyle.
Because we're two different people.
Yes, I know. Shut up. But we are on two different sides of the spectrum when it comes to keeping the consistency and not. And I'm going with the flow of life, and you stop life for what you want.
Well, for my addictions. I will plan. Yes, that's exactly right. I will stop my life for my addictions, which is an addict. I'm not addicted to alcohol. I'm not addicted to drugs. I'm addicted to working out, and I'm addicted to making sure that I eat healthy. That being said, I just read an article, and by read an article, I saw on Instagram that somebody, this really actually slapped me in the face, and I got a little nervous. She had a brain aneurysm from working over exercising. And she didn't know it was there. She just thought her body was sore. My body's sore all the time. And she was getting headaches. I don't get headaches. But she went to the doctor and they're like, oh, you're about to have a brain aneurysm from working out too much.
I need to know the science behind that.
I didn't read that part. I just read, I only read half of it. I got to the over exercising part and I was like, oh God, it's me.
That's how it works. She reads the word she wants to read. She swipes because now her attention span has gone. And then she talks about it like it's Bible and law.
That I get from my mom.
100%.
Thanks, Mom.
100%.
Hey, at least I'm consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Third one.
Conscientiousness.
I hope you guys missed us.
Conscientiousness. Now, the way that this blog article talks about it is the author, is a little heady, but she physically, while she's training or working out, thinks about what that movement is doing at the cellular level and the muscular level of her life. It keeps her focused. It basically is how she keeps focused into what she's doing. If she's doing, front squats, she's thinking about her quads because that's the muscle it's targeting. And then that kind of pushes her to go harder or continue to not stop when she gets fatigued. So basically, conscientiousness, that wouldn't work for me.
No.
But it's being present in the moment in the workout. And I start all of my yoga classes with the same sort of mantras or speech, whatever. It varies, but it's always like, do your best to keep your mind in this moment. Like, there's nowhere else you need to be. Your body is here, your mind is here, and it's meant to be here. So put the lists you have to do aside, everything you didn't get done in the day or everything you have to still do depending on when this class is, put it aside. Be here. Be on your mat. Don't go anywhere else. And if you do, all the yoga things to come back. But that's basically what conscientiousness means.
I 100% agree with that theory and thought that when you walk in the door to do any type of workout, I'm using CFIT as an example, be in that 45 minutes for the 45 minutes. We want you to escape the outside world and enjoy yourself or work really hard. You're not going to love every second of the workout, but think about the workout while you're doing it, or think about the room or what's happening inside the room at that moment. And it'll go by faster.
Yeah.
I tried to say last night, I was like, how quickly did that workout go? None of them thought it went quickly. Mom agreed with me, obviously. But if you're thinking about what is happening in that class at that time, it goes by way quicker. You're working harder. You're thinking about like what your feet are doing, what your arms are doing. I do have to say, I have been known to say, if you think about the muscle when you're using it, you'll feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when you're not focused on abdominals, you feel it in your neck.
Yes.
Or your hip flexors or your back. And that's because you're just thinking about how hard it is versus like, what am I doing? It's body awareness. It's just having full awareness of you in the space that you're in the class that you're in. That's what conscientiousness basically
don't
means.
think about the, grocery list you have to do in the middle of your workout. Do that after.
Yeah. And then I think working out becomes your like oasis.
I hope so.
Like, if you're present in that and then you walk out the door at the end and you get all the texts and the phone calls of like, are you going to come pick me up? Are you going to do this? What's for dinner? Blah, blah, blah. It's like you get that 45 to an hour at CFIT, so like hour and a half, 2 hours of your therapy.
Or your little bubble. I like to think of CFIT, you walk in the door, it becomes a bubble, and then you can deal with whatever you need to deal with afterwards. Like leave it at the door and come in, do your thing, and leave. However, when I go to Victoria's yoga class and she says, be present on the mat, she's specifically talking to me, and sometimes I laugh, and she tells me I'm doing yoga wrong. So,
because we're going through breath work, which is what you do to start a yoga class, is to center yourself and connect to your body and your mind. It's the whole point of yoga You don't need to move your body. It's supposed to be about your mind. And she looks up. This is, first of all, if you're listening to this on audio, tune into the video for this moment because this is what she looks like. She's on her mat. She's hunched over like this because she can't stretch forward because God forbid she stretches in her life. And so she's like this, and I'm telling them to breathe. And she looks her eyes up, and she's like, she becomes this little demon. And I have to ignore it because what the hell?
Because her class is always full because everybody loves her class and I'm there making fun of her probably 90% of the yoga class.
She also is like, the moment I start talking, that's when she puts her phone down. Like, don't bring your phone into a heated studio, number one. Why are you doing that?
But I'm present. I put it down. I was texting Andrew something. I had to tell him.
Yeah, you always blame Andrew. Andrew's not looking at his phone. He's not answering you. He doesn't even know he's married to you. So why are you bringing your phone into the hot room?
Emergencies.
No. No.
Anyway, go take her class. You'll be very present. I do some of my best choreography during her Shavasana. I did teach.
I just want to throw things at your head, and I want it to hurt you.
I taught stretch the other day, and I ended the class, and everybody. This is reason number 175 why I don't teach yoga. There's
more than 175 reasons.
Everybody was laying there like, and everyone told me I did a great stretch class, by the way, and I went Shavasana Namaste. That's how I ended my class. They laughed. They laughed at that one.
Every Hindu god is rolling over in their grave. Buddha's pissed. I cannot.
That's number 175. Why? I do not teach yoga.
There's a reason you can't say the word conscientiousness.
Shavasana Namaste.
Let alone. Okay. So there's your method for how to take yourself and your workouts seriously if you need to lay it all out, right? So the 3 C's: commitment, commit yourself to yourself, and to avoiding Carly at all costs. Consistency, put action to the commitment, or else what the heck are you doing? What's the point? And consistently ignore Carly. Conscientiously be present in your workout, in your moment, whatever you're doing. Be there. Honor yourself by being there. And tune Carly out. I forgot that I was doing that. Those are your 3 C's.
She wasn't present. So.
Fitness. I wasn't. Then there's the method.
Where's my tissue box? Oh, God.
It's in my room on Pedro's side because he's also a sniffler.
Oh, I read about this, but go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's good when you put the microphone in your nostrils and then take a good whiff.
And by read, I mean Victoria sent me an Instagram reel about this.
I knew that's what you meant. What a fool. What a fool. We are all fools for thinking she actually read an article. I sent her a video about someone explaining the science behind the reaction your body has to alcohol. So it's not actually an allergy?
No, it's a reaction from the sulfates and the other things that are in alcohol. And that's why I get a stuffy nose.
Are you drinking right now?
No, you haven't sent me an Instagram reel about being allergic to laughing. So when you do, I'll tell everybody I read about that.
Because you are the 10th percent of the world that happens to.
I'm allergic to fun, even though I am the party.
Nope.
Okay.
Donna's the party.
Donna is the party girl.
All right. So there's the 3-2-1 method in terms of, I think if we pair these together, this is the commitment. 3-2-1. 1 is the commitment part of the 3 C's. 3 workouts of your week, 3 days is strength, meaning weights, body conditioning, anything like that. 2 days, 2 workouts are Pilates. I like to add yoga or bar into that mix.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be Pilates, but you get the gist of what we're doing. And then 1 is cardio, like hardcore cardio. Cardio only, impact the body. Strict cardio. So for us at CFIT, that would be like your Just Dance mega class, mix-up class, nothing with kick hit, just pure
Dance blast.
cardiovascular fitness. And then 1 rest recover day. Those are 7 days of your week. 3, 2, 1, 1. And then you have your week covered.
Yeah, this is for somebody that needs a breakdown. If you feel like you flounder when it comes to scheduling or picking or
I'm waiting.
I'll never get over that. Damn, sometimes I'm funny. All right. 3.
And you ruined it.
I, especially in the beginning, had no idea what I was doing. And so I think Victoria and I have both been there where
I thought you were talking about waiting.
no. Talking about working out. This is a fitness podcast. Didn't you know?
I thought you were talking about the episode
With the moons?
with the moons, and that's you were like, I had no idea what I was doing.
I mean, yes, that is true. But we're a fitness podcast, so I'm trying to talk about fitness.
I'm sorry. I'm back from my conscientious state.
As I said, we were lost.
Yeah.
And I know what it's like to be like, I think I'm lifting weights. I don't know if this is working. And then you sort of like fall off because you have no idea what you're doing. This is a great way to put a plan, which would be the, consistency and put it to action of the 3, 2, 1. So that way, at least, you have a starting point, because I believe you need more cardio than 1 day of cardio. I believe.
Yes, but I think it's to not overwhelm to think of it that way. So like say your strength, the 3 days a week are strength. For us, it would be cuts and cardio, which is half cardio, half weights, and then hardcore stretch where you're getting some abs in there. So like that covers bases. Your heart rate's getting up, you're lifting weights, that covers that. So I think when it breaks it down to the 3, 2, 1, give yourself 1 day of just cardio, no weights.
Right. Okay.
So you can add cardio to all of it, but like 1 day, do not stress the muscles out with heavy lifting, whatever heavy lifting is for you.
Right.
Not necessarily like only do cardio once.
And you should not be lifting 6 days a week either.
No.
And like I know we've talked about this in different episodes. The calories burned between cardio sessions and weight training sessions are completely different. So both are good, but both are different. So you might only burn 150 calories in a 610 class, even less maybe, but you're lifting and it was really hard. You might burn 400 calories in one of the strict cardio classes. And that's not a reason to be like, well, now I need to take cardio every day because I want to burn 400 calories. The weight training is just as, if not more important, even though the calories are less. So I know people get tripped up with that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of numbers.
It was a lot of numbers. Also, are you okay? Because you can't really get words out on the first try. There's like 2 or 3 tries to get some of those words out. It's a big day. She's flying later. It's a big day.
Listen, I'm nervous about the planes. I'm not present right now. I'm not conscious. Yeah, it's just conscientious.
We might need to get you some alcohol. That might help.
It may.
But it's true. Weight training, the calories continue to burn after, and cardio calories burn in the moment only. So remember that. 400 calories in that 145-minute class, awesome, but it's not going to continue burning throughout the day. 610 will give you 150, and then by the end of the day, you've burned a lot more because the muscles continue to burn. So both good, both awesome. One's not better than the other. You just have to do both.
Yeah, and that's why the 3, 2, 1 really is a good jumping off point, or a good consistent point where you're like, this is how I'm going to schedule out my week, especially in the summer. I think that's great. Also, 610 is a class that we have, not just a number. If you are not a CFIT person, 610 is a weightlifting class that
You're
we offer.
a fool.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All right, now we're going to talk about the benefits of 3, 2, 1. Isn't that exciting?
Dun, dun, dun.
Number 1, which is, I think we already just said it, is you know exactly what you're doing. So you have a schedule, you have a plan, you're not going to mess it up. You're scheduling those workouts. You know you're taking these this week, and it's like an appointment.
Done. Done.
This one, I think we have said before. I know we've said before, which we pride ourselves on. The variety will not bore you. You're switching it up. You're doing weights. You're doing cardio. You're doing Pilates. You're doing yoga. It's impossible to be bored when you're constantly doing different things.
Yeah.
You are a big help right now.
But you're saying it. It's spot on. Less is more. You got it.
That was 2024. We're in 2025. It's time to thrive.
By doing less. Because it's more.
It hits every part of your fitness. It hits the rest. It hits the strength. It hits the cardio. It hits the muscle build. It hits the lean toning. It literally hits every part.
The rest is what you started with. I want to point that out.
Well, I'm working
Because there has to be a rest day. We're going to come back to the rest part. I have a theory.
Do you?
I do.
Okay. Next one. It fits your life.
I sits.
What is that from?
If I fits, I sits. I don't know.
I thought we made it up.
No.
No, I know.
Everybody says it.
Yeah, I thought we made it up.
I don't know.
I thought Billy made it up, actually.
Nah.
No. Okay.
If I fits, I sits. No. I think it's an SNL thing, maybe?
Is it? Okay.
Maybe.
Anyway, it fits. It fits into your schedule. So you are booking those classes or you are putting it to your schedule, not the other way around. And I think that's one of the biggest components of being consistent is that it fits in your I can't stop thinking it fits.
It fits.
Part of your daily routine. You're basically calling the shots.
Yeah, that's what we said it in a little bit. I said it in a positive way. You said it in a negative way about your addictive personality with it, where you make it work for your life.
Right.
It's not, what is it they said about clothes? It's not wearing you, you're wearing it.
Yes.
So think about that for fitness. It's basically what that theory, like that means.
Yes. And this is sort of going into the next one, which is it's flexible intensity. So on the days that you're not feeling like you can put all of your eggs in that cardio basket, then you're doing strength. You know you're doing it. So you can push really, really hard in the strength and lifting weights, but you can't jump around that day. That's great because it fits in your schedule and you're flexible. And you can say, oh, I'm not feeling the cardio today. I'm going to switch Thursday and Friday's workouts because I need more sleep tonight or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is sort of what I said earlier. Guaranteed progress over time. If you are consistent and you do something like this method and you put it on your schedule and you are consistent, you will get the progress you want.
Yeah.
You cannot fail when you are consistent, depending on what you're consistent with.
That you said that so much, I don't know what that means.
I'm saying, like, if you're consistently eating ice cream every night,
it's
not, you're consistent with it, but it's not going to get you one. If you are consistently doing the right
Something
things,
healthy.
you're going
Yeah.
to see the progress.
I just talked to, I'm going to keep this really short side tangent. AJ, what's up? We talked about this morning and I'm going to share it with everybody because it's a really good tip. So with AJ, and she said she was comfortable with me telling people things.
Oh, good. Do we have that in writing?
No. Dun, dun, dun. No. She likes the reward system, which we've talked about on an episode before, like having a reward system for cleaning the house. Like, I did this chore, I get this reward. Like, it doesn't have to be food related, but the reward system for prioritizing yourself, the reward system for getting your workout in, things that are hard for you. You need to make that little, like, gold star that you got at school next to your name. How many stickers can you rack up? Like, truly that simple system as an adult. And I had a brilliant idea that I'm now going to adopt. Now she's going to do it when she does something, and I'm saying, AJ, I'm telling everybody this, so now you have to do it. Accountability, baby. That when she does something for herself, not necessarily workout related, but for herself, prioritizing herself, you need to be rewarded. You have to reward yourself for that. For me, I'm doing it every time I work out on my own, not at my job for my workout. So when I do my own workout by myself, I'm going to reward myself. How am I going to do that? I don't know about AJ. I'm giving myself $1 or up to $5. AJ, I think we said like $5. I went down for me. I went down to $1. I'm more realistic on my budget. But every time I do it, I'm going to, and then give me 365 days of giving myself that dollar for when I show up for myself and I am consistent with my own workouts. Who knows how much money I'll have? I'll put that towards a vacation.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's a good
that's
idea.
the reward. So it's not a food related system.
Which I think is important.
Super important.
Yeah.
Because how can you stay consistent with that?
Right.
If food is a reward for you,
You're not going to see the progress that you're working so hard for.
also you're putting a really dangerous mentality around enjoying gluttonous things or healthy things.
And you're putting a dangerous focus on I cannot have that bowl of ice cream unless I burn X amount of
To like
calories.
earn it, which
And
is
that's
not true.
not how you should think of it.
That's a disorder.
Yeah.
So the reward system when it comes to this, like if I keep consistent, if I plan my workouts, if I am flexible, if 7 days go by, I did it, what's my reward? Find that reward for yourself. Maybe it is the monetary prize because, you know, you do the same thing. I throw all my change in a bucket, whatever. That's when I have change and I want to empty my wallet. And it's like, cool, how much can I rack up in a year or 2 years or 10 years, whatever. This is specific.
Yes.
I did what I told myself I was going to do, and now I'm rewarding myself for said task. And in 365 days, what's my prize?
And it's doable.
Besides
$1.
feeling better.
Well, that and
Yeah.
I need to see things. I
Yes.
need that dollar in my hand
Yep.
in a jar. I need to see daily that jar is getting bigger and bigger with money in order for me to continue going. If it's like the kids are the same way. We're trying to, you know, Andrew's going away, so we're trying to do a chore list. And we got out a couple $100 from the bank in ones because they will not. And I agree. Because
Did they side eye you? Did they say,
I was like, we're going to Vegas. Can I have 200 ones?
what you need ones for?
For my children.
Was your G-string hanging out of your pants?
Not specifically on that day. But if the kids don't have the dollar in their hands, they're not as likely to do their chore. And I understand that.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? So like it's the same with working out. And I did not get approval from this seafitter to talk about this. So
Womp womp.
maybe I won't say her name, but there is a seafitter who is newer, but we love her. And she got new sneakers. She wanted to hit her goal. And she asked me what kind of sneakers, because she wants to buy herself a really nice pair of sneakers when she hits the certain goal.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And I gave her my suggestion. She loves them. And she bought herself a really nice pair of sneakers when she hit her fitness goal.
That is only going to enhance her next fitness goal and keep her feet feeling good. That's amazing. That's an awesome.
Don't you think that's a good
Yeah,
idea?
I didn't know that.
Every week she'd be like, I'm so close, but I backslid a little bit. And so she didn't get them. Like she didn't cheat. And she wasn't like, I'm one thing away from it. She didn't get them. She did the work. She hit her goal and then she got them.
Yeah. I think that has to be a part of all of this. The reward system, it's something that we know as kids, and for some reason, we let it go as adults. We don't give ourselves those stickers.
Yeah.
So then it's like, my willpower is just not good. Well, no, there's no system that you're not working smarter, you're working harder.
Right.
So like, if this is an easy way that doesn't clutter your house with buying stuff, that doesn't waste money on buying stupid things or make food like a big part of it, make it 50 cents. Like, go with your budget.
Right.
AJ, I give you $5. You do what
That's
you do.
a lot.
But at the same time, a lot of people, I don't have that every time I work out. Some people do. So if that's a great indicator, you could actually go on an entire trip instead of just put something towards a trip. Like, that's awesome.
I would suggest going to the bank and taking out some money and like specifically for that and paying yourself like you're a child doing a chore and put that dollar in a jar.
Yeah.
For really. So you can see it. When you see the progress, you're likely to stick to it. Yeah. What's up, Abby? It was Abby. She bought the sneakers.
Whoa. That took a turn.
We love you, Abby. Congratulations.
So that was my small tangent that turned in big. But the 3-2-1, did we go through all the benefits?
No, we have one more.
Okay.
It's the last benefit of the 3-2-1 is built for the long game. And what that means is you're not burning yourself out on 3 cardios a day. You're not burning yourself out on 5 days of heavy lifting. And you really, you need that rest day. So built for the long game means it's tangible, it's doable, you can stick to it, which all comes back to the 3 C's. So those are the benefits of the 3-2-1, which I think is really important.
And I think the most important one is the least popular one. If you are someone with the addictive personality, or someone who never gives themselves a break in life, or someone who doesn't boost their own self-confidence and worth up, the rest day is just as important as the 3, the 2, and the 1. That's that last 7th number to make the 7-day work week. It's got to be a rest and recovery day.
And on the 7th day, he rests.
I don't know why I said it like that, because that's literally the words. That's
I have to use that degree that I'm still paying off at some point.
About Jesus? About God?
My acting degree.
Ooh. Here's what I wanted to save. I saw this last night, and I shared this with AJ this morning. And I'm going to share it with you.
Oh, God. Let them.
I won't make it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I said something about a therapist, but it's basically the way that you think about rest. Tell me if I'm wrong, but be honest.
Fine.
I don't know why you have to shut your eyes for that, but that's okay. She looked away and shut her eyes. Rest equals laziness.
Mm-hmm.
Laziness equals failure. And for you, weakness. Failure equals unworthiness.
Sure.
We're going to need more than a sure. We're going to need more than a sure.
Okay, say it again.
Okay. If you take a rest day, I'm going to say it in different words that make that.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. If you take a rest day, it means you're being lazy.
I agree with that.
And if you're being lazy, you're not living up to your potential. You're failing at something, which is a weakness. You're being weak. And if you're weak, you're not worthy.
I like the first and the last one. I have no problem failing at things. This is for me personally. That is a really good thing. I definitely think taking a rest is being lazy, and I think being lazy has to deal with unworthiness.
Okay, so you don't need the failure part.
No,
Gotcha.
I'm fine with failing.
We know.
I fail multiple times.
But that's also not true, because you don't like when people correct you. You don't like being wrong.
I don't like being wrong, but I don't mind if something didn't work out. I failed at trying to go to Broadway, but I know why that happened. I did not try hard enough.
Right.
So like, yes, I failed at that, but I know why.
But you're failing at taking rest days.
Because I think that is a sign of laziness, which means that I feel that I'm not good enough.
So you're okay with failing because you know why. Your system sucks. Take a goddamn rest day. You unworthy piece of shit.
I like that though, because I do agree with
Don't
it.
like that.
I think it.
Don't like that.
No, but why?
Because that's a bad way of thinking about rest.
No, I texted you this morning. I'm having an issue with my feet again. I have my injury again, which I'm doing to myself.
Injury, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
I have what is it? What do I have? Achilles tendonitis in my foot. What do I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have. And it's in my other foot now. So we got it taken care of on the one. I've been good for like a year, and now I have it in the other. I don't know. It's from working out.
It's from not putting your heels on the floor to stretch the calf muscle from the Achilles in the bottom of the foot. So when I yell at you in class, it's not just because you're so fucking annoying and you're too peppy and people can't live up to your cardio standard. It's because you need to actually flatten the foot down so that you're not keeping the calf is in a constant state of contraction. So when you're heel toeing it, you're stretching
the calf.
And that's why it's a shooting pain.
Yeah.
Same with me. I now have it in both of my feet again. Also, our shoes are a piece of it. Like I don't know about you. You have a bunch of new shoes. I need like proper shoes, but that's why.
Yeah.
So merengue with your heels down.
All of that just so I merengue with my heels down?
And everything else. I don't have the energy to show everybody
You merengue with your heels
what a
down.
salsa for Carly is and what a salsa in the real world is. But they're very different things.
Anyway, my injury, or my calf formerly known as.
We don't talk about Bruno. No.
I forget where I was going. Oh, I can't run anymore. So, shut your face. So I've been going on walks, okay, forcibly because I can't run. So my body has been telling me, you must walk now.
You did the thing we say. Do it now before you're forced
to do it,
right? Like, be healthy now before you're forced to pay hospital bills. Take the rest now before you're forced to get the Achilles tendon. Your body's like, listen, bitch, I'm tired.
I can't wait for Mom to listen to this. She won't, but she cursed.
My mom just said, you know what? Listen, bitch, your feet are tired.
But that's the truth. And I've been going on walks. And for me, that's a rest. And I don't love it. I listen to my podcast.
It's an active rest. That's a good thing. That's good. It's active rest.
Yeah. I'm not even walking that fast.
You're not sitting on the couch. For you, that's the lazy part. But
right.
Keep the active rest. That's still good. That counts as a rest and recovery day. It doesn't have to be sitting on your bum.
Yeah.
It could be just going for a walk.
You said bitch, but then you had to say bum.
Yeah, I didn't say I had logic.
Anyway, I've been getting better with my rests. Yes, it was forced upon me, but I've been getting better with it. And now I'm a walker.
Basically, she failed and she's okay with it because she knows why.
I'm totally fine with failing.
She failed at doing it beforehand, so she didn't get the injury.
No problem.
But now she's listened to her body. Maybe if she would just learn that and condition that in yoga class to listen to your body, this wouldn't have happened.
I'm texting usually when you're saying that, so.
Fact.
I missed that part. She does play power ballads in her yoga class, so it is the best playlist ever. And if you're not a yoga person, it'll make you one. Sorry. What? I thought that was good.
You're all doing yoga wrong.
I thought that was a good plug.
I wouldn't use that music if I didn't work at the place that I work. I would use different music. For me, I need no lyrics in my yoga class.
Oh.
I don't want lyrics. I don't want songs I know. I want Hindu music.
I'm
like,
pretty
I don't want
sure
anything.
I am downward dogging to the beat in yoga.
Okay, so nothing angers me more than when you don't get out of your own way. And I can't do it for you, but I have to watch it and I have to listen to it.
Let them. You're not doing the let them theory then.
No, I'm not.
Let them.
I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
She's
right
gonna
now.
miss me so much this week. She's not gonna know what to do without me for like 4 days.
It's gonna be so quiet.
It is, and she's gonna hate it. She
I
complains
love
about
it.
me, but she's going to be like, "When are you coming back?"
Yes, because mom's gonna be on my butt. Not because it's quiet. That's gonna be amazing. But because mom and dad have no one else to go to.
I do have a question though.
I can't watch your dogs.
Oh damn it!
I already talked to mom about it.
Damn it! All right, never mind.
Yeah, I'll be there on Thursday. I've already
No. She's going away Saturday for the day. Thursday's fine. She's got it Thursday. We can talk about this later.
Don't have dogs if you can't take care of them. Don't have plants if you can't water them. Don't have children if you can't parent them. You've got one out of the three. And yes, it is the children, if you were all wondering.
Well, that's it for us today.
I gotta work for you and teach for other.
You don't work for me.
I do work for you.
No, you do not. Everybody knows who the boss is.
And then I gotta watch your dogs.
No, you don't. I just want you to like
Watch my dogs.
on just one day. It's really fun when your mom says she can take care of everything, and then when you go away, she's like, "Oh wait, I forgot. I can't." Thanks, Mom.
So your real tip, your real extra tip is don't work with your family. Don't ask them for things. And, adopt these 3 C's and the 3, 2, 1. They're really simple.
They are.
They're super simple. They're methods, but like.
I think people can get way too much in their heads,
Yeah.
and I talked to Christina about this. The new thing, the new trend. What's this happening? And everyone's trying different things, and you're not staying consistent with one thing because you keep going off to a different path to see what else works or what are they doing. Just keep It's simple, and that will work. And I think the 3-2-1 is so simple. It can't fail.
It's simply the best.
And if you do fail, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, yes. But we don't like how you mean it.
Okay.
But yes. Technically, the words coming out of our mouth are
Wait, was it?
on
Can
power.
you see the words coming out of my mouth?
Oh, it's can you understand the words coming out of my mouth? And he goes, man, nobody can understand the words coming out of your mouth. You've never seen Rush Hour. Why are you even quoting it? Do you know the two actors?
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
No. Chris Rock?
Yeah.
And the other Chris.
Jackie Chan? Yeah. Yes. The other Chris, Jackie Chan. On that note, we hope that you always remember that you are fit to be real.
And I hope the plane rides there and back are a success. And I see you next week. And you are always allowed to be a little extra.
Holy shit.
We have it now forever. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case.
This will play in your memorial.
She knew. She knew.
And we will raise you up on eagle's wings. Bye.